new. Except you've done it a million times before, except you've never done it with letters. You've always done it with numbers. So, let me do this. dx plus ey equals f. Okay. Usually, you have numbers here, right? When you have like 2x plus 3y equals 4, and minus x plus 2y equals minus 8, for example. Right? What do you do if you're doing elimination?
You multiply.
So it'll be 2x plus 3y equals 4 over negative 2x plus 4y minus negative 16.
Thank you. What do I do?
You multiply 2 times that the line from below.
Okay, because I need the same one, right?
Yes.
Let me write a 3 here so that we can make it.
2x.
Because I need a 3.
Why?
You'll see. So if I have a 3 here, what do I have to do to this one?
Multiply by 3.
Okay. That part's clear, right? Okay, so since I'm gonna do the same exact thing but with letters, what would I have to multiply? If I'm finding x,
D.
I would have to multiply it times d. And this one I would have to multiply times minus a, because they have to have the signs, right? So what I'm left with is, this is to find y, because I'm eliminating x, correct? So I'm going to have dax plus dby equals dc, right?
Yes.
And in the bottom I'm going to have negative dax minus aey equals minus af, correct? This one goes away, and I'm left with dby minus aey equals dc minus af. Do you agree?
Remove the y, so it would be y times.
What do you say? What do you say?
Like.
You don't remove it. There's a word that's more accurate.
Factor it.
Very good. Factor the y, because that's the one you're trying to find, right? So I've got d
oh my god.
minus ae equals
and then you divide.
dc, and then it just hits you, right?
And then you just.
It hits you, and you notice that you have solved for y without having a single number.
Oh my god.
Isn't that like amazing? So if you were to do x, and I'm not going to finish it, but if you were to find x, what would you do?
The first one will be multiplied times b, and then the negative e.
And this is dx plus dy. I'm just writing it again. What do I multiply the first one by?
E.
This times e.
And then the bottom one times
Negative b.
Negative b. And you do the same exact thing, and you find x.
That's so
Isn't that cool?
fun.
So that is abstract coefficients. Really simple. And now we're going to do linear variation. Do you want to do this as part 2?
We can do it. No.
No?
It just has 4 minutes.
Really? I did that in 4 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so linear variation, that's the second part. Now you've done this before.
No, we haven't.
You haven't, you don't know that you've done it. Because you know that all your conversations is right there.
He feels bad. He's sick. So, see?
No, sure. You want some tea?
See, I told
Yes.
you tea.
You want some tea?
Yeah, but let's finish up.
Okay, thanks. See. Okay, linear variation. You have y equals mx plus b. We know that the x is independent, right? You choose that one. And the y depends on the x. So this was the dependent variable. And this one's the independent variable. Now, let's say the amount of, instead of it calling it y, we call it calories. And m is still the slope. What calories are going to be directly related to what? Food intake, for example, right? The more food you eat, the more calories you're going to get. That's like a no-brainer. So the calories vary linearly as the amount of food that you eat. So if you look at it here, if this is calories and this is food, the more food, the more calories, right? It doesn't behave like this, like population growth, for example, would be this. But no, this one's linear. So that's what it means when it says it varies linearly. If this one moves a certain amount, this one will increase a certain amount because it's dependent on what happens here, okay? So, how are you going to find this? What are they going to give you? What type of problem are they going to give you? They're going to give you something like this. Look at example 62.3. It says, the total cost varied linearly with the number produced. So instead of calling it y equals mx plus b, you call it the total cost varied linearly, so there's going to be a slope there, to the number produced. Right? So far so good? Make sense? And then it says, when 100 were produced, is that N or C? N. So I'm going to put it here first because N is going to come before C, right? When 100 were produced, the cost was 700. Because right now I don't have M, I don't have B. And in order to find the y-intercept and the slope, I need 2 points, right? Or a slope or something. So they're going to give me points, obviously, so that's what I'm going to use. When 400 were produced, the cost was 2,200. Write an equation that gives the cost as a function of the number produced. With these two, what do you think you do? With the 2 points, what do you think you do?
You do x, y, minus y.
So you find the what? You're finding the m. And the m's name is?
The slope.
Slope. So you're finding the slope. Very good. So this is in this case, it's n and c, right? But you know what you're doing. Next one. So this would be 2,200 minus 700 over 400 minus 100. And that gives you the m. I don't know how much the m is. How much is it? 5. There's 2 ways of doing this. I'm going to do 2 different ways. 5. Is it 5?
Yeah, it's 5.
It's 5. Okay. Once you have this, you can use one of those points to go in there. And you've got that 700 equals 5 times 100 plus b. The only thing you don't know is b. You can find b. That's one way. Okay. Are we clear on this? How much would b be? 200. So your equation would be c equals 5n plus 200. Okay. That's one way. The other way would be, I know that the cost is 700 when I produce 100, right? And the other one says it's 2,200 when I produce 400 m plus b. 2 simultaneous equations that you can solve by either elimination or substitution. Do you want me to do it like this, or do you get it?
We can use the other one instead.
Yeah.
You can use whichever one you want.
Really.
Whatever makes it simpler for you. Actually, it's not bad. Let's do this one. Just to finish the video. That would be so good. Okay, minus 400 here, no, minus 4 here, and that would give me minus 2,800 equals minus 400m minus 4b plus 2,200 equals 400m plus b. If I add it, I get negative 600 equals minus 3b. b equals 200. And then you just substitute in one of these and you can find the n. It's another one. So I'm teaching you both ways, okay? Pretty simple?
Mm-hmm.